Hello everyone. I know many of you have been asking me quite a bit about these videos and the website, and a couple things happened this last week that finally got me motivated to get it done, so we'll go ahead and get this going for you. What actually happened was a couple good friends of mine recently, they went to what they thought was a real estate investment seminar, which turns out to be just a great big sales pitch for them. They signed up for it. I felt bad. I was like, okay, look, there's a big difference between a sales pitch and an actual education on real estate. So be real careful when there's a lot of companies out there that they call it a real estate investing seminar. Well, learn to tell the difference between a sales pitch and an actual education. Okay, I highly recommend that you read several books first. These seminars are great. I've been to a lot of them, even ones that were sales pitches, and I learned a lot at all of them. And I'm not saying they're all bad, but I went to one that I kid you not, the price range that they wanted you to sign up for them to show you to go out on the street and show you how to do things, how to buy real estate, was anywhere from $11,000 to $68,000 was their highest price. And I could not believe how many people were signing up for this. Buy a book. A book's real cheap to begin with, just to get you started. Learn a little bit about investing before you go to these seminars so that you can tell the difference between a sales pitch and actual education on investing. Okay, there's a lot of steps. There's a lot of things that a person needs to know when they start to invest money. But there's the four main categories of investing, right? That pretty much any kind of investment will fit within one of those four categories. You've got real estate, you have businesses, paper assets like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and then you have commodities like gold and silver. Now, before you go throwing any money into any of those four categories, there's one other category, and that is your education. I call these airplanes. If you're going to go as an airline pilot, if you want to go fly one of these airplanes, if you want to fly the airplane of real estate or fly the airplane of businesses or stocks or commodities, the first thing you need to learn how to do is learn how to fly. Do not just jump into that airplane and try and take off without any instruction or any education at all. Now, if they're trying to get you to spend money that first day on an investment deal, I'm not saying they're all bad, but look into it very, very carefully. Do a proper due diligence. Due diligence is a time period that if you're buying a property, you sign a contract that says, hey, I need 30 days to find out if this deal is going to work for me. If it's an empty lot, you need to go research it. See, is the city going to let me build on it, or do the future plans that you want to do on that property? Maybe there's a moratorium where they're not going to let you build on it. Maybe there's been some environmental issues. There was a property that I was looking at that there was a gas station across the street. Their gas tanks had leaked years ago, but contaminated all the soil around it. So all the lots around that service station were no longer worth anything because they won't let you build on them unless you go pay for the environmental impact fees. So you need to do a proper due diligence. There's lots of different things. If these seminars aren't teaching you those kind of details, how to dig deep and find out whether or not you can do what they're saying with that piece of property, whether, like a home, if you're going to turn it into a rental, can you even rent it? Is the city going to let you do it? Do you need a business license to rent it out? Places like St. George, Utah, they do. You have to have a business license just to rent out a house, even if it's your own personal house. So do a proper due diligence. Just find some books, educate yourself, send me an email before you spend any money. Go to the seminars. Like I say, I've been to lots of them, but learn to recognize the difference between a sales pitch and if somebody's actually going to teach you on how to invest. Shoot me an email at info at ltoddcook.com with any questions, any other videos that you would like to see posted on the website. I'm going to start loading them up a few at a time, just slowly as we go. So be patient with me, but we'll get there. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to hear from you soon.